Hi, this is Attorney Clay Dawson of the Dawson Law Firm. And this video is about what do you do if you get a letter from the DMV about your license? What do you do if you get a letter from the DMV and tells you that they're going to revoke your license unless you request a hearing in 10 days or so for whatever reason? What do you do? Well, you call your attorney, but you don't just call your attorney and say, I got a letter from DMV. What should I do? Because we have to see the letter. These letters are given for a number of different reasons. When I get a letter like that from a client, I read it, I look at all the statutes, and I will look up every statute. Even though I've read those statutes before, I will look at every statute to see how it applies to my client's situation. It's very important to get a response to that letter, usually within 10 days. And the way they view it is 10 days from the date of the letter. I've had to fight that in Superior Court, where one of my clients got a letter from the DMV, and he came to me the day that he came to me too late. We didn't get our notice of hearing until the 11th day after the date of the notice. Their argument was, well, you had 10 days from the notice, which might be fair, except for one thing. My client brought me the envelope, and it was postmarked 3 days after the date of the notice. So he could never have got 10 days. So it's important. Time is important. Contact your attorney. Get your attorney a copy of the letter. Let them copy the letter. Try to see your attorney as soon as possible so that you can get some response. You can request a hearing. These requests for hearing don't have to be really formal. They really don't have to follow any procedural guidelines. You don't have to have any fancy words. If you send them a letter immediately saying, I want a hearing, that's probably going to be good enough. I'm not guaranteeing any of that because I don't want to know what the letter says. But I would say most of the time that would be enough. But whatever you do, don't let your time elapse. Now, if you request a hearing, you'll be given a hearing in a fairly short period of time, matter of weeks, usually, maybe 60 days for some things. And you should have your attorney there because your attorney is going to be familiar with you and the law. And even if you don't think that you've won, in other words, if you were to lose your license, your attorney might be able to minimize it so you lose it for the least time possible. And if you request a hearing and the officer makes a mistake, there is an appeal process through Superior Court. You really don't want to have to do that because it's expensive. But it is something that is available to you if you request an administrative hearing. If you don't request that hearing, you don't have any right to go to Superior Court. None. Get your letter, call your attorney, get him or her your letter to copy or to review. If you have to fax it, that's fine. Make sure that your attorney gets it. Make sure that that time doesn't expire. This is Attorney Clay Dawson of the Dawson Law Firm. Thank you for watching.